And homicide investigators have been called in after human remains were discovered in a shallow grave in Pickering. And Christina Tenalia joins us live with more.
A rainy afternoon here in Pickering, and we are really in the middle of nowhere. And I say that because we're on a concession, a side road. This is actually Concession Road 8, and we're on Side Road 20 here in Pickering. I am here with Sergeant Bortolas with Durham Regional Police, and the reason we're here in what is really, Sergeant, a dirt road is because Durham Regional Police have announced today that human remains have been found in sort of a bushy area here just off of this road. Can you tell us about this discovery and who discovered these remains and contacted police? What's the background?
So I can tell you it was a citizen that was in the area that contacted the police about 2:30 yesterday. Officers did attend the area and located what obviously the citizen located, and it was deemed suspicious. From there, they contacted the homicide units, and the chief coroner was contacted, as well as our forensic identification unit.
And what's quite disturbing are some of the details of this. This was not the body of someone laying as if they had a medical issue. There's some clear, I want to suggest, evidence of what may have happened here.
There's indication that the body was burned. Right now, the forensic anthropologist just arrived on scene, so she will now take over and make those determinations of what could have occurred, and then we will go from there.
The body was found in what police described to be a shallow grave. Is this dirt about 500 meters off the road that was dug up a bit, and this is where the body was located?
I haven't seen it, so I can't really describe what it looks like. That's the way it was described to me when I did speak with the homicide unit. I can tell you that it's on an ATV trail, which is about 500 meters off this roadway just to the east. And right now, the most important thing the homicide unit is looking for right now is anyone that might have been on that ATV trail. They are asking in the last 3 weeks, or anyone. I understand it is a rural area, but if anyone does have video surveillance, they are looking for that as well.
Do you know why the last 3 weeks? Is that the coroner's sense as to how long the body may have been at this location?
That I don't know. I did speak with homicide this morning, and that's the time frame I was provided with.
Are you looking at, and this is quite commonplace, missing persons cases, or here in Durham Region and elsewhere, unsolved cases of this kind?
And this is very early on in the investigation, but obviously they will look into who this person is, and once they're identified, then it will go from there.
Could you elaborate as well, if you're able to, on how a body that may be badly burned, how the coroner is able to get a sense as to age and gender? Because that's not something you're able to disclose at this time, because from what I understand, it's unclear.
It is unclear, so it's not a determination that the coroner would make. It's something that the forensic anthropologist would now come in, and they would kind of come to those conclusions, and then we'd go from there.
I'm sorry. Thank you for clarifying. The forensics team would look into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Sergeant, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Let me show you quickly the scene, if I can here. Take a look at where you can see that command post is set up. That's likely the forensics truck. It's hard for me to see. I'm actually quite far back. And according to police, the body was located about 500 meters, I'm going to say to our right, where you're looking at us here, on what is an ATV track. Sadly, and this is quite disturbing, the person who discovered the body off the side of this track, the body was located in what's described as a shallow grave, and it was badly burned. So again, as the sergeant mentioned, police would like to speak to anyone who's been in this area. This is this concession and side road numbers 8 and 20. In the last few weeks, maybe going for a walk on their ATV. If anyone saw anything, of course, police want information. This is a terribly disturbing discovery that has taken place here today. Back to you.
In details, TP24's Christina Tenalia.